Welcome again to week 4. And I know that you are all excited for this week. Hope you're excited and hope you are still, willing to learn more about transforming culture. And this week, our topic is about understanding culture. And our goal in leading people to Christ should also lead to the transforming of a culture through the establishment of his kingdom. And this begins with individual people. Now, to escape culture or Christ against culture or to conform to culture, Christ of culture, in the end, lead to either an insulated community or a meaningless gospel. But the problem that still needs to be addressed is how do we change the beliefs and the values without first trying to understand it. So part of understanding culture is the concept of contextualization. Contextualization is a process, okay? It's a process of communicating the gospel in a way that is clear and relevant to the culture that is called, again, contextualization. One of the important tasks of an individual researcher or a person who wants to understand a culture is the task of an anthropologist. Okay, anthropology is a behavioral science that once the basic purpose is to identify ideas, feelings, and values underneath the human behavior. So one of the important steps in doing the work of an anthropology is field work. You need to go out there and study, okay, the culture, study the people. The first uh, important in the step of field work is data gathering. Data is gathered as one lives in the new culture among the people. How do you do that? Through observation, through examining their products or listening to their words and learning their ways. So the key is observation. No? You need to learn to observe the activities of the people in that specific culture. Another step of an anthropologist or a researcher is to describe the culture. Okay, you need to find what the people say about them, about their culture. You need also to learn, no, to find ways to how to discover their real culture and describe the patterns of their actual behavior. And there are two model of doing research in studying or understanding the culture. The first one is we call it ethic, okay, or it's examining the culture from an outsider's view of concept and assumption. So ethic model is again examining things from an outsider's point of view or concepts or assumption. And the other one, the other model is we call it the EMIC. Okay, EMIC model of research tries to examine the culture from the perspective of the insider. Again, ethic from outsiders' perspective. EMIC is from the insider's perspective. So you will do that in your assignment. No, you have an assignment. I think it will be due in the next month, and please go to your syllabus and again uh, check the details about your assignment, and you will do the ethnographic approach in doing the research. Okay, and there are two approaches, the ethnographic and the comparative approaches. Okay, and again welcome to this week number 4, and hope you will enjoy your time together, studying how to understand the culture in order to transform it. So I have some slides here that I want to share to you again. This is a, 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 a favorite, I think, flower from Kuya Paul Lee. So he likes to give you flowers. So again, that's the flower from him. And we learned from the past that people creates culture and culture impacts people. Now, and if you want to impact culture, we need first to transform people, especially the mindset and the worldview of people. So I believe that this is the key in the discipleship process to transforming the culture. Okay, and we learn also that there are many ways to see, how people behave, how people do things. So from the east, they have different ways to eat, to drink. Okay, at the same time in the west, so we need to really understand, okay, that there are different perception, even in communication. No, in this is a sign language. Again, from different countries, different uh, communities, the same gesture, but they have different meanings. Huh? So, so this gesture in the U.S. it's okay. In Russia, it means zero. In Japan, it means money. In Brazil, it means insult. So the same gesture, but different meaning. So that's why we need to understand, no, the meaning behind this gesture, and that's one part of understanding the culture. And also, like this one, again, the same gesture but need to be treated differently, because different culture has the same different meaning on its own. In Egypt, it means you need to be patient. In Italy, okay, what exactly do you mean? So it's more on a question. And in Greece, that's just perfect. So it's an affirmation. Okay. So again, if you want to really understand, okay, um, the culture, then we need to work as an anthropologist through observation, through data gathering, and through other ways that we can fully understand, because that's one way to transform the culture, by understanding it. And hope you will enjoy your time together for this week. So please uh, take time to study the syllabus. Take time to read the class notes, and also I have some short videos that you can watch and learn some important principles from truth-centered transformation. And uh, looking forward to interact with you in the chat box, or you can contact us through email or in the forum, or feel free to share any of your concerns in our class. So again, God bless. Thank you.